Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to episode 172 of Why Did I Buy This? This series started as a way to help crafters find unique ways to use the products they have in their collections. It's also a great series for new crafters who are wondering what they need to get started. My name is Lindsay. I am the team leader of Cloud9 Stampers, and I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 21 years. I love to craft and I love to share my ideas with you. It's always fun to get to show you what I'm working on in my studio, and right now we are in the final days of our annual catalog and our mini catalog. So we have our last chance list. We have items up to 60% off, as well as a refresh on our clearance rack. So it's really worth going to the special section of my website to be able to see what is going on. We also have in our new catalog some price increases coming. It's just kind of the nature of the economy at the moment, but I wanted to make sure that you knew that you can, until the end of April, get the current prices on the items that are going up. So some of the things that are going up are our Stampin' Blends markers. In Canada, they're going up $1.25. Our medium envelopes are going up a little over $2. Blending brushes are going up $2. Cardstock's going up $2. So there's kind of those foundational items. They're not the things that Stampin' Up! Manufactures. They're things that are manufactured and sold by Stampin' Up! So our stamp sets are staying status quo. Those are what we manufacture. But we do have some price increases coming, so it might be worth placing an order now in order to get those items at their current prices. Another thing to point out is with our new catalog comes new in colors, and we have some beautiful new colors coming, and one of them is actually a resurrection of an old color, a fan favorite, Pretty in Pink. I'm so excited to have that one come back. And so with the new in colors, there's lots of new products that come out in those new colors. So we have a promotion starting May 1st with our Demonstrator Starter Kit. So our starter kit's always a great deal. You get to choose $165 Canadian worth of product, and you only pay $135. So right there, you're getting a huge deal. But on top of that, you don't pay shipping or GST on that starter kit. So again, you're saving at least 15%. And then we are getting four items that are in colors are coming in. You're going to be getting those for free. So it's $111 extra that's being added to your starter kit. So it's a really nice way to be able to get those new in color products for free, as well as get an ongoing discount with your own purchases, which is one of the perks of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Our Demonstrator Starter Kit is a win-win-win. If you have questions and would like the link so that you're all ready to go May 1st, be sure to reach out. You can be a demonstrator anywhere in Canada and be on my team. And of course, anywhere else in the world, you'll just have to check and see what the status is of Stampin' Up! In your country. Hello friends, please say hi as you're tuning in. It's always a pleasure to get to see who's watching live. And of course, if you're watching the replay, you can also say hello and let us know that. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We have friends that craft together all over the world. And one of the things that's so exciting is I have recently collaborated with my pal Meg Loven of Loven Stamps. And we have created the Why Did I Buy This Maker Club. So the Maker Club is in response to just an extra VIP experience for those of you who love this video series. There is a special VIP Facebook page, you get your own special videos, and you get a maker box in the mail filled with curated Stampin' Up! Products that is kind of like a product sampler. It's meant to complement the collection that you already have, not create more work for you. And then each month we give you different projects and ideas of ways that you can use the products that we're sending you. It's a very affordable club at $35 Canadian. For my American friends, it's $28. And for my international friends, you can join for $15 without the maker box. We can't send product over borders. American friends, you will be getting boxes from Meg, and my Canadian friends will be getting boxes from me. And the shipping is included. So it's $35 flat. It's month to month, so you don't have to make any commitment as to how long you want to participate. which means that you can even just taste test it out. If you want to join for May, you need to let us know by May 1st. I will be putting the link in the comments so that you can go ahead and read through the directions on that, and you can sign up for it. So very, very easy to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the awkward transition so that you can see my hands, and then we're gonna get started on some crafting today. All right, super high tech here. And for those of you who have not seen this, just a little bit about the Maker Club. You can even go ahead and scan the QR code, which will take you right to the sign up page, which is really, really helpful. So you can either screenshot this or just with your camera on your phone, you can just go ahead and grab that. Okay, so one other thing I wanted to tell you about is I have a paper share that's coming up because we have our new catalog starting May 1st. With that comes a whole new set of Designer Series papers. So this paper share gives you not only a sampling of Designer Series paper, but I wanted to make sure that you didn't just collect paper, but you're actually using it. So Meg and I are both running this paper share, and what it includes is 6x6 Designer Series paper and then 6 of the card bases that coordinate exactly with your Designer Series paper, so it's all ready to go. So let me show you what one of them looks like here, just to give you an example. So here you can see we've got 6x6 samplers of your new Designer Series paper. Wow, beautiful. I love this wood series. And then if you flip it over, you'll notice that ours are all double-sided. And then you can see we've included the card bases, so they're all ready to just fold up. And then you can cut this down and put your, hi Christine, to be able to put your card Designer Series paper into action immediately. So you will receive 91 sheets of Designer Series paper, as well as 91 sheets of card bases. Let me show you another one. I love the colors in this one. This is really showcasing a lot of our new in colors. So you can see here is our Designer Series paper. So I'm just gonna fan it out so you can see. And then when we flip it over, beautiful. And then here you can see are the card bases that coordinate, so you're ready to go. So like I said, 91 sheets of Designer Series paper and 91 card bases, so you can just go ahead and craft away. Now, one of the options you'll get is to add on our top embellishments. So with that, I just have a few of them here because of course I don't have all of them yet, not until the catalog goes live. But you can see you'll get half sheets of the embellishments. And if you do both the Designer Series paper and the embellishments, you'll also receive as a gift from me the In Color Glimmer paper. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. So you'll get one 6x6 sheet of each of those. So the link will be in the comments of this video as well, and you'll want to sign up as soon as possible. The spaces are limited. So and of course, the sooner that you sign up, the better, because I will be ordering for this on May 1st. But it is a great way to be able to get all of the papers from our new catalog in just a smaller format and ready to go. Okay, let's get started. So today we've been looking at the last chance list a lot, and of course that's still available until April 30th. You have a few more days. But I wanted to look at some of the carryover items. So one of the things that hasn't happened very often is Stampin' Up! Is actually carrying over some of our Designer Series paper from our mini catalog. So here you can see is our lavender, is it called lavender lace? Nope, Perennial lavender. I should never guess. So you can see I've dipped into this one, of course, so you don't have all of the pages here, but we have some beautiful, I saw Roxanne's here. You must have this paper, Roxanne, because I know purple is your favorite color. So you can see we've got this beautiful paper that we can play with. So I'm going to show you just a quick card that you can make with this paper. So I'm going to bring in one of my grid sheets here, and here you can see what it looks like on the other side. So, you know, just like we were saying with the paper share. This designer series paper, if you just stuck that onto your card front, onto your card base, I mean, that's a beautiful, just stick a happy birthday on there and you've got a really, really nice, quick, simple card. But today here on Why Did I Buy This, we're not going to be simple. We're going to be fun. So I've got some stamps from the Painted Lavender stamp set, which is also carrying over. And I'm going to bring in my Memento ink pad, which is our black. And I will ink up these little leaves. And we're going to stamp that. Ooh, make sure we get it all the way. Okay, there we go. So we're going to stamp that in the corner. And we're going to ink it up. Stamp another one here. Just like that. And then we're going to bring in our butterfly stamp from the same stamp set. Hi, Deanna. How are you today? And we're going to stamp this little butterfly all the way around. Like that. There must be something stuck. Oh, there is. It's a dog hair. That's so typical in my house. So here you can see right away, we've got this lovely little stamped designer series paper, which is a way that you can use your designer series paper. I'm actually going to bring in my little paper cutter and I want to trim off just a little bit from the top. So we're going to make it a 4x4 square. And then we're going to bring in a little bit of another piece of designer series paper. So it's from that same collection. And what we're going to do is tear this along the bottom. Now here's a tearing technique. If you struggle with this, and some of my friends who like things to be symmetrical do struggle with this, but what I found works the best with tearing is with your dominant hand, I'm right-handed, tear, and with your non-dominant hand, hold the paper steady. And that way you can control exactly how you want it torn. So I'm going to flip this over and add some double-sided tape to the bottom. And then we are going to add this here. And then with my snips, this is one of the items that's going up in price, by the way, snips. We can just go ahead and add that along the bottom. So really simple way to use your designer series paper. Let me go ahead and skip to the end and show you the finished project. So I pulled from the color collection and from the designer series paper. So we've got Lost Lagoon and we have Fresh Freesia here. And then these beautiful pastel pearls, which are also carrying over, I believe. And so you've got some of those beautiful purples to be able to embellish that card with. So if you like it, go ahead and give me some hearts. It helps me know that I'm not talking to myself. Hello, Brenda. Yeah, it's just a nice, simple way. You can see that I also added some splatter here. So you can do that either with your blends or your Stampin' Write markers. And you can just go ahead and use the lid to flick some of the ink onto the background of that. So you get that look. Okay, we're going to move on to the next project. So this one is using another set of designer series paper that's carrying over. I'm going to bring in a piece of black cardstock, and this paper is so beautiful. So it is, oh gosh, and I should have looked up the name. Nature, here. So in our mini catalog, it's called Nature's Sweetness. I got the nature part right. Nature's Sweetness. So this is a specialty designer series paper. You can see obviously it's got the gold foil built into it. Double-sided as well. You can see we've got card bases that are ready to go. Again, if you're looking for a quick card, makes it really nice and simple. I've dug into this, and this is actually multiple packs because I have loved this so much. I love this one, that I've really dug into it. So that one's carrying over as well. So with our black cardstock, I want to do some embossing. So I'm bringing in my Versamark ink, and before I stamp, I'm going to use our little embossing buddy. So the embossing buddy is like a little bean bag that's kind of filled with powder. I'm not sure what the powder is, probably some kind of cornstarch. And what it does is it takes the moisture away from your cardstock so that you don't have any embossing powder stick to places you don't want it to. So I'm going to use my Versamark ink, which is our nice sticky ink. This is what is meant for embossing. And I'm going to stamp this beautiful flower over here. So this is from the, I don't know where the stamp set went. There it is, Lovely and Sweet. So Lovely and Sweet is carrying over as well. So we're gonna ink that up. We've got our Versamark there. And now I'll bring in my gold embossing powder. Our gold embossing powder is on back order right now. So you might have to just wait a little bit longer if you don't have any. But if you do have some in your collection, just pull it out. So you can see I've done this actually sideways, but that's okay because it still looks great. I'm gonna use my heat tool and heat up the little fine plastic gold beads that's stuck to my Versamark. And this is going to melt, and you can see as it starts to melt, it gets that beautiful gold shine. And then that's how we know that it's embossed and ready to go. So I'll just get the whole image heat embossed. Just like that. Excellent. Just like that. Beautiful. Okay, so once you've got that embossed, doesn't that look amazing on the black? Now we're going to bring in some of that designer series paper. So here's that one that I said I love so much with the scripted writing. It's not really, I guess there are some real words in it, but it's not anything that you would kind of pick up to have to worry about theming. And then I used the postage dies to be able to cut that out. Those are carrying over too. So I make sure my words are right side up, and then I'm going to add my my double-sided tape. Just the way I did that, it kind of rolled over. There we go. And now we're going to add that like so. So this is going to go onto our card base. But before I do that, I'm going to bring in my craft white ink refill. So this is a different kind of ink than our colored ink. This is a pigment-based ink, and that means that it will sit on top of any cardstock, just like our black. So if it was water-based, the black would absorb the color. You wouldn't be able to see it. But because it's pigment-based, it's just going to dry on top. I'm going to use one of my old water painters and just squeeze a little bit of water and make a puddle here. And then we're going to tap it so that we get that. I'm almost out of water here is the problem. There we go. We're going to tap it so that we get that little splatter in the background. I just like that look. Okay. So now we're going to bring in our designer series paper and add that to the bottom of the card like that. Now I also used the dies that coordinate with this stamp set, the Lovely and Sweet dies, and that it has this little ticket stub in it. And I love that it works really nicely with the greeting that's included in that stamp set. So just sending a bit of love your way. And I'll flip that over and bring in the coordinating, this is gold faux leather trim. I feel like I didn't use this as much as it deserves. Do you guys have this in your collection? I mean, look at how pretty that is. It's real leather. Well, it's not real leather. It actually says faux, but it feels like real leather. That's what I meant to say. On the back, we're going to add a little bit of tape. And now we're going to just roll it like that, kind of making a little S. And now trim it to the length we want it, just like that. Beautiful. It's easy to cut too. With our dimensionals, we can add those to the back. And we'll stick that on here. Cute, hey? So also from that same die set, I used it's got a funny name, Berry Burst Old Olive and White Glimmer Paper. There we go. And I just added some little embellishments. And so when I bring in the finished card, this is what it looks like when it's all assembled. What do you think? So again, these are all things that are carrying over. I'm not sure about the leather trim, but the stamp set and dies are, and the paper. Okay, so what if you wanted to use this paper and not have it coordinate with this suite? Okay, let me show you a way that you can do that. So again, I'm in so much love with this paper. So I'm going to bring in some pre-cut and pre-die cut pieces. And I'm also going to bring in stamps from the Bright Skies stamp set. So this is also one of our carryover stamp sets. Both the dies and the stamp set are carrying over. And, you know, I've made a lot of cards with the clouds, but I actually wanted to pull in the flowers this time. So I'm going to use some very spring-like colors. I love these 4 colors. So here we've got Fleur de Flamingo, Lemon Lolly, Pool Party, and then a retiring Parakeet Party. This is one of our in colors that's retiring. Okay, so on our little white deckled circle, we're going to add 2 stems, just like that. And tulips, I'm not sure if you know this, but tulips are my favorite flower. I just think they're so beautiful. And they're always really affordable, which is nice. You know, if you are at the grocery store and you want a little pick-me-up, I'm just going to clean that off. You can always count on tulips being there for you in the spring, which is kind of fun. Okay, so that's Fleur de Flamingo. And then I'm going to bring in the little daisy one, and we're going to stamp and pull in from our first technique and stamp right over our designer series paper. So I'm going to start with my Lemon Lolly, which has quickly become a favorite color of mine. I'm not usually a yellow fan, but I really like Lemon Lolly. And we're going to stamp Fleur de Flamingo, and then Pool Party, just like that. And now we can start to assemble. So we're going to use this fun scripty background again, I know. And I'm going to bring in my dimensionals, add a couple to the back of the circle. And we'll stick that here. I love the gold splatter in the background of that one. I'm going to use my double-sided tape, and we're going to add these to the background as well. And then this is going to be stuck on like so. So fun fact about the layout for this card, in our new catalog, we have like card templates. And so I used the card template to be able to create the layout for this card, which is such a great tool to have. If you're sort of stuck and you're feeling uninspired, you can look at the card template page and get some ideas, and you can use any of your products to be able to make that come together. I cut the second piece kind of short, but okay, so I'm using a bow tire. This is not a Stampin' Up! Product. This was just handmade for me by a friend. And it's a way that you can quickly tie a bow. And I'm using 2 threads so that we can get a double bow, which just makes it extra cute, I think. And this is using the trio of Baker twine, which is also carrying over. So then that's going to stick on there. So let me skip ahead to the finale and show you the PYP. So here I've gone ahead and I've stamped and embossed the happy, and that came from the Love This Moment stamp set. And the birthday is done with a marker, and that came from a retiring stamp set. So the birthday, I just wanted that part. I didn't want the whole verse, so I just wanted to grab that one. So there you can see is a very cute way to use up designer series paper that doesn't coordinate with the stamp sets that I've used. So I'll show you the projects one more time. We have this fun birthday card. We have this beautiful, lovely and sweet card. And we have our lavender card. And if you're thinking to yourself, Lindsay, why don't I have these products? You should go to my online store and shop away, especially before April 30th, because that is when you're going to find the best deals on both our last chance list as well as some of our current products. As a reminder, you're going to want to sign up for the paper share as soon as possible. I've got limited spots available for that. And it's just such a great deal in order to get 91 sheets of DSP, 91 sheets of coordinating cardstock, and the option to add on some new embellishments, as well as get some free in-colored glimmer paper. I hope you have an amazing weekend, my friends. It's my husband Bruce's birthday this weekend, so I'm excited to get to celebrate him, and maybe I'll use this beautiful card as his birthday card. Okay, have a great weekend. Bye for now.